Setting a world record is supposed to be one of the rarest things in sports. If you manage to reach the highest level in the history of your event, then you have the singular opportunity to cement your name in the history books forever. Reaching such a high level of excellence is already something that only the 1% of the 1% have the ability to experience. However, every now and then, we see other types of individuals. There was Usain Bolt, who from 2008 through 2009 went on a rampage of sprinting world records. Recently, we've seen the great Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone from the United States destroy the 400-meter hurdles, breaking this world record a total of 6 times in just 4 seasons. And then there's someone like Jakob Ingebrigtsen, whose range and running versatility make him truly a one of one, as he now holds a total of 5 world records to his name. Seeing such talented individuals dominating their events is truly something to behold, and it's always amazing to see a world record go down. But then, you have an athlete like Mondo Duplantis. There's good, there's great, there's world record status, and then there's Mondo Duplantis. Since 2020, when Mondo was only 20 years old, he has gone on a lethal pursuit of vaulting domination, and just a few hours ago, he managed to break the pole vault world record yet again, vaulting his way to a truly stunning height of 6.29 meters, which converts to 20 feet, 7 1/2 inches. This man is so good that he constantly beats even some of the best vaulters in history by well over 20 centimeters, and he honestly does it with ease. On the all-time list of pole vaulting legends, Duplantis now holds the record over anyone else in history by 13 centimeters, which already places a huge gap between himself and everyone else. But if we expand this list, if we open the men's pole vault to include every individual performance ever, we can see that Mondo has not only the top 10 performances of all time, but he has the top 13. This level of excellence is basically unheard of, and with so many record vaults now on his resume, Puma has to be thinking, why did we ever agree to those world record bonuses? I mean, this man is cashing out. Regardless, Mondo has been putting up some absolute numbers over the past couple of years, but 2025 is unfolding in a way that truly boggles the mind, and it very well could be the single greatest track year that we have ever seen. In 2024, many argued that Mondo had the greatest track year of anyone in history. He went undefeated, he set a few world records, he won the Olympic Games, he was simply on another level. And historically speaking, his season really was that dominant compared to everyone else. If we go back to 2008 and 2009, we saw Usain Bolt set some of the craziest records ever, and this especially applied to the Olympics and the World Championships on the track. But when we look at the World Athletics scores associated with these times, we can see that Bolt managed to break 1,300 points 3 times in 2008 and 2 times in 2009. But for Mondo, in 2024, he managed to exceed 1,300 points a total of 4 times, proving Mondo's incredible abilities and solid international consistency. But wait a second, we're actually forgetting something quite important here. Oh yeah, it's that in 2025, Mondo has already exceeded 1,300 points a total of 6 individual times, and the season is not even close to over yet. The amount of dominance that is continually being thrown down by Mondo is illegal in 39 countries. Don't look it up, that's just the facts. And for his recent world record of 6.29 meters, he officially joined the conversation for greatest single performance ever, as this jump scored a total of 1,347, now officially outscoring Mike Powell's legendary long jump from the 1991 World Champs, where he managed to reach a distance of 8.95. This jump now only places him behind Usain Bolt's 100 and 200 world records, and also behind Jan Železny's legendary javelin record from the mid-90s. And the crazy thing is, Mondo can clearly jump higher. Recent data analysts discovered that Mondo is running right around 23 miles an hour while approaching the pole vault pit for his jumps. And don't forget, this speed includes the huge pole in his hands. This speed grants him the ability to jump higher than anyone else in history, and for most, their speeds are only reaching around 21 miles an hour. So while some believe that brute strength or increased air awareness are the 2 best methods of jumping higher in the pole vault, Mondo has cracked the code because he knows that increasing his speed is directly associated with higher jumps. With his experience, his undeniable speed, and his unstoppable world record jumps, what is the limit for someone like Mondo? He's still in his prime, he's clearly able to jump higher. What exactly should we expect by 2028? Over the past year or so, I've been on record stating that I believe Mondo can jump close to 6.40. I'm not sure if he'll quite get there, but I really do believe he will get close. And that might sound kind of shocking for some of you listening at home, but that kind of jump really is not that far away, given the broader landscape of what's happened in athletics. If we look at the most recent updated World Athletics scoring table, we can see that a pole vault of 6.40 would yield a score total of 1,378, which would be the new highest score in history on the men's side, outscoring Jan Železny's javelin by more than 10 points. But if we go over to the women's side of the scoring table, we can see that someone actually has already scored 1,382, and that athlete was Gabrielle Reinsch in the women's discus, who launched the disc 76.80 meters all the way back in 1988. At the time, Reinsch was one of the best in the world. However, in 1988, she did not go undefeated. In fact, she didn't even medal come the Olympics in Seoul. All of this is to say that given Mondo's dominance and unbeatable vaulting, I mean, he hasn't lost a single competition since July of 2023, it would make sense that Duplantis would be able to achieve such a legendary jump, right? Well, possibly. You see, with the discus, you do get some pretty crazy wind gusts that could potentially bomb your disc an additional few meters. And while that seems like that would yield an illegal throw, that's not how the discus works. It's still a legal performance no matter what typhoon or tornado lifts your disc into the stratosphere. But over in the pole vault, you simply have to execute perfectly, and you have to put speed, strength, and timing together all at once. Mondo Duplantis has easily already entered the conversation as one of the best top 10 athletes in track and field history. I genuinely do believe that. But what's crazy is that he really is just getting started. He is still so young, and he has not lost in over 2 years. But with this new season, with the 2025 campaign amping up like crazy, I think come the World Championships in Tokyo, Mondo might unleash something that we have never seen before. And yes, a new world record would be something we've never seen, but we might have the opportunity to see him increase the world record by more than a centimeter. But that is all hearsay. It's only in his best interest to go up 1 centimeter at a time. I mean, those world record bonuses are adding up like crazy. And now I would love to hear from all of you. What do you think about this recent world record? How much higher do you think he can jump? Do you think he's set to stay undefeated in 2025? And what do you think is going to happen come this year's World Championships in Tokyo, Japan? Thanks for watching, everyone. And as always, until next time.